Okay, I feel like I need to discuss this more. What up, people? It's Nickopz here, and today I'm going to be talking about Cassie. Going more in depth why I put her as number 6 in the game and the leader of S minus tier. Let me make this very clear and go in depth as much as possible. I have Cassie in that placement because I feel like the character has weaknesses. Now, a lot of people think that she is just untouchable, broke, best in the game, and I'm not paying attention to that. And I'm just gonna be straight up with it without name dropping. He is one of the best players in the world, and whenever he picks up a character, everybody says that that character is the best. They literally just do it. How? Like, okay, I'm not gonna go that far into it, but anytime this person picks up a character, everybody starts to say the character is the best in the game. Even him, until they find the next broken thing. But I can already tell she's not the best character in the game, and I'm not behind. Now, I'm gonna come back to that. I feel like that she is not the best, kinda. Now, I'm gonna explain that later. You might be saying, what? No, just hold on. Now, like I was saying, she has weaknesses, right? Let's look at the top 5. Who I have as my top 5. Sonya. Really no weaknesses. I mean, if you want to say something, her mids aren't that amazing, but they're still good. They're not weak. What's another character we got in top 5? Oh, wait, we're going to go in order. So we got Sonya. And number 2, I put Garrus. No weaknesses. What weakness does Garrus have? Literally has everything. Anti-zoning, mix-ups, pressure, some of the best mids in the game, some of the best damage in the game. No weaknesses. If we look at who's next? Jackie. No weaknesses. Best pressure in the game, doesn't get zoned out. She has 50-50s. I don't know why people aren't noticing it, but she does, because she has an unfuzzyable move and an overhead. So she has 50-50s. They might not be Sonya level, but with her dumb pressure, like, they are still a threat. No weaknesses at all. Aaron Black. Do I even need to get started on this character? And I don't remember if I put her as 3 and him as 4, but Aaron Black. Do I even need to go on? A jack of all trades. That's how they want him to be designed. They've said that for the longest, but he's an overtuned jack of all trades. He has no weaknesses at all. Period. Nothing. Number 5, Scorpion. Scorpion isn't even playing this game. Him and Sonya, they're playing their own game. Scorpion, no weaknesses. If you want to argue one thing about Scorpion, it's the fact that he doesn't get that much meterless damage, but who really gets a lot of meterless damage in this game? If you truly think about it. Now, that's my top 5. Top 5 characters, in my opinion, for the most part, they have to do 2 things better than everyone in the game and have no weaknesses. That's how I see it. Or barely any weaknesses. Now we're going to talk about Cassie. The thing about Cassie, in my opinion, she has clear-cut weaknesses. Like, they're there. I don't know why people don't notice the weaknesses. They gave her just enough power, in my opinion, to be a good character, but the right amount of weaknesses not to make her broke. Now, if we look at Cassie, like I said, characters need to do 2 things, in my opinion, to be broken or OP. We got to do 2 things better than anyone in the game. So, or have almost no weaknesses. Cassie only does 1 thing better than everyone in the game, in my opinion, and that is her neutral game. She probably has the best neutral in the game, But still, you can argue Scorpion for that because he doesn't play neutral, or Cabal, or Sub-Zero. But in my opinion, Cassie has some of the best neutral in the game. So that's one thing she does better than everyone else in the game. So when people are complaining about Cassie, they're complaining about zoning too. Do you not know who Cetrion and Scarlet and Jade, like all these better zoners who can fight you up close to, besides Cetrion? Cetrion cannot fight you that well up close, but she can still fight you up close. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of people with projectiles that can fight you up close. I don't know why people really whine about her doing it. And the fact of the matter is, she only really does one thing better than everybody in the game, and she has her clear-cut weaknesses. Now let me get into her clear-cut weaknesses. I'm not going to just say she has weaknesses without showing it. Now, like I said earlier, just keep holding on for that one point that I mentioned to hold on about. Now, her main weaknesses are she doesn't have a 7-frame poke, and she doesn't have corner combos. People do not realize how much of a big deal is it to not have corner combos. They don't realize it. I don't know why that's so hard to realize, but it's a weakness that she has, and she's perfectly fine with the weakness as long as people acknowledge it. People don't even acknowledge that this character literally cannot do like good damage in the corner. I don't understand why people are so oblivious to it, but she just can't. And like I said, 8-frame poke. That means that a lot of things that you do on Cassie are more plus, and you can take advantage of it. A lot of people don't know how to take advantage of that, so now I'm starting to see why people don't realize how much having an 8-frame poke can hurt you. And it's -4 as well. So when Cassie does this, it's slow and it's definitely your turn. Her poke is not good. And a lot of the low tiers have trash pokes. That's not me saying Cassie is low tier, obviously, but she has one thing in common with a lot of low tiers, and the fact that their poking game is not good. It's just not. That's why she has to rely on this 9-frame mid, which is very good, and this for the neutral game, because she doesn't do anything at this range right here with her down 1. That's why she has to use other things. But it's okay, she can work around it because she's such a good character. And like I was saying, no corner combos at all off of her mids. You can't even get anything off of this. If you wait at just the right time on certain male characters, or I think all of them, you can get a combo if you do this into that, and still that's not even a real combo. I mean, yeah, like on females, it's not even gonna work most of the time mid-screen. But even in the corner, as I was showing you, she doesn't get combos off of her best tool. How can you not get combos off of your best tool and people still say that you're the best in the game? I don't get it. She can't do anything off of her best tool but this. That's it. Or get a nut punch. She's not getting anything. Now, in the corner, you resort to using this, which can work. Don't get me wrong, but it doesn't change the fact that she doesn't have corner combos off of her mids, to be specific. She can do this, but something like that. But that really doesn't matter. It's off of a high, so she doesn't really get much mileage from it, to be honest. No point of just throwing this out in the corner. So, like I was saying, she has her 2 weaknesses. Oh, third, her super. Her super sucks. I forgot about that. Easily one of the worst supers in the game. Super is trash. Now, I don't know if you consider that a weakness, because a lot of people don't have good supers, but that's another thing about her. That's not that good. So, when you look at it, what's amazing about Cassie? This, and the restand. She has a lot of good things, don't get me wrong. But the only thing she does better than anybody in the game that can be debated is her neutral game. That's the only thing she does better, in my opinion. The fact that her neutral game is just so amazing. So, you might be wondering if you're still holding on to that thing I said earlier. Cassie, in this variation, is number 6 in the game, in my opinion, because she has her clear-cut weaknesses. If we look to this variation right here. Now, I was thinking about making this a whole separate video, but I'm going to just get into this. I think this variation, I'm going to just call it the Queen because I'm not repeating that, is going to have the potential to be the best variation in the game. Yes, I said that. Let me explain why I think that this variation has the potential to be the best in the game. This variation eliminates one of Cassie's weaknesses, the fact that she has no corner combos. And another thing is the fact that she can check you with this at very good ranges on top of already having some of the best neutral in the game. I think when somebody has the skill or the execution, how to put it, this character will be the best character in the game. As of now, nobody has the execution with this character on a tournament level. The Queen variation. Nobody has the skill to play this right now. Now, wait, let me correct that. No one is playing this variation optimally. I have one friend that plays it optimally, but he doesn't go to tournaments. Now, what I mean by optimal is that right there. That link right there is a 1-frame link. So it is actually the hardest link to do in the game. This right here. That's the hardest link to do in the game. If somebody gets that link down, they are going to be a monster. If they can do it consistently, at high level, it is going to be ridiculous. Because it eliminates one of her main weaknesses. She can get corner combos if you have this. Now, don't get me wrong. This can still be debated, obviously. But in my opinion, this variation is better than the other one. And if you want a challenge, if you're one of those people that are disappointed in the fact that this character, well, not this character, this game don't have a lot of hard characters to play, try to get this link down consistently. I'm surprised that I'm doing it so much right now. Like, I don't know how I'm getting it. Look, I ain't gonna get it now. Yeah. That link is ridiculous. Now, you might go into practice mode and be like, what are you talking about? I could do this every time. Oh, wait, hold up. Let me put it on full. You'd be like, well, you might be like, I could do this link every time. It's not a big deal for me. Go try to do it in a real match. If you can hit this link every time, play Cassie. Because I think that unlocks the potential for her to be the best in the game. I just do. That is my opinion. And the pressure she gets with this, if she just knows how to use it, it's ridiculous. And her corner combos. She has corner combos now. Like, it's just so good. Most people are just playing Cassie like this right now, in this variation. I don't blame them, because that link is hard. Even the best Cassie player in the world right now is not going for the hard link. And another thing about this combo, I did the hard link the easy way. And what I mean by that is with the hard link, I went for the easy combo after. The optimal is you want to land this after doing it into this, into the mid. And you really do it. Crap's hard. That's how you want to end the combo. But, or end it with that. But the fact is, the combo is just very hard to do. And if you can get it, I recommend that you play Cassie. Because you can be one of the first people in the world to bring out the true potential of this character. It's just amazing. And like I was saying, the best player in the world does not even go for the hard link. He knows that she has the hard link, but he doesn't even go for it. Now, you can still do this if you want to keep the damage unbreakable with Cassie, but that can be your choice, like Cabal. Cabal has different combo routes, but if he wants to get unbreakable, he can. And that basically covers everything I have to say about this variation. It is very good, and it has the potential to be one of the best variations in the game. Well, it has the potential to be the best character in the game, in my opinion. It's just, in my opinion, no one has got there yet. But when they do, mark my words, or if they do, it's going to be ridiculous. If you all enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and Nickopz out.